back to another Artifact Corner. Today we are looking at a book that was gifted to our Frances Delord Webb Hall from her relative Seward Webb. These are the correspondences of their common ancestor, Samuel Bletchley Webb. There are 3 of these books with all of the letters between the family. Often, Samuel is writing to his sisters in his early letters. This set of books was published in New York in 1893, and only 350 were printed. This set is number 245. Samuel led a very interesting life. Let's learn a bit more about Samuel Webb. Samuel was born on December 15, 1753, to Joseph and Mahidabel Webb in Wethersfield, Connecticut. Sadly, when Samuel was just 8 years old, his father passed away. His mother remarried a man named Silas Dean, the family lawyer. When he was just 14 years old, his mother passed away, leaving him to grieve the loss of both of his parents. At the age of 19, in 1772, he was sent to the Caribbean to act as a business agent for his family's international trading company. He was very successful, and in just 2 years, he controlled 2 trading ships. Just 1 year later, in 1775, news of the Battle of Lexington and Concord reached the small community of Wethersfield in the spring. Silas Dean, Samuel's stepfather, along with the Connecticut militia, formed up and started heading for Boston, with Samuel as their ensign. The Wethersfield militia stood out due to the fact that they were the only militia with uniforms, which were bright blue coats with red facing. They were involved in the siege of Boston as well as the Battle of Bunker Hill. Within a month of Bunker Hill, Webb was promoted to captain, brevet major, and aide-de-camp to Major General Israel Putnam. On the December 25th/26th, 1776, George Washington was crossing the Delaware River, and Samuel Webb was in Washington's boat. He was shot off his horse later on December 26th while carrying orders across the battlefield at the Battle of Trenton. In May 1781, Webb traveled back to Wethersfield to meet at his childhood home with Washington and French General Rochambeau. They were meeting to plan the siege of Yorktown, the final major conflict of the American Revolution. Following this, Webb returned to his regiment, where he remained until it disbanded in September of 1783. Samuel Webb served throughout the entire American Revolution. Following his career in the Army, Samuel became a successful merchant in New York City. Due to his friendship with George Washington, he served as Grand Marshal at Washington's inauguration in 1789. Samuel died on November 3, 1807, at the age of 53, after having led an incredibly interesting life. Our books are in very good condition, even though they are 133 years old. They are a link to the Webb family and have preserved all of the correspondences from Samuel and other members of the Webb family. We are so lucky to have them in our collections. Thanks so much for stopping by.